Okay guys, so finally I am really excited to be doing this video, and this video is all about embedded audio and video capabilities in the Ultimate eBook Creator. Started a brand new book, yeah, and I'm just gonna type in audio video test, yeah, and I'm just going to copy this into just going to type in my name in here, and we don't have to worry about the keywords, but we could put audio video enhanced Kindle, something like that, and we're going to go ahead and save it. So I'm just going to say audio video test, save my project. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll create a chapter, and I'll say chapter 1 on embedding audio. So in this chapter I'm going to embed audio. I'm going to type in this is the audio, right? Alright, so what I want to do now is you can actually embed your video anywhere. You can even put it in between the words, or in between, words in a sentence, but I'm gonna embed my audio right here. So all you need to do is basically put your cursor where you want your audio. You go up to the media tab. Okay, so the media menu is right here, and then we're gonna select insert audio. Okay, so this dialog pops up, and the first thing that you need is the title of the audio. So people cheering MP3. Yeah, so this audio is actually of people cheering, and that's the title that we're going to put. And for the file, we're going to go and select the file. So I'm going to browse, and I've already prepared the file, which is an MP3. Now I do recommend MP3 and no other formats like a WAV file or anything else. Always use an MP3. Okay, now you will know the duration, so you'll have to know the duration of the audio file. I'm just going to make something up. Okay, this is just some information. Obviously you need to know the duration of your MP3 file, so once you know that, you can configure that in the duration. This is a required field. These are basically all required fields by Amazon KDP. And then what we have here is the fallback text, and what that is that if a device cannot support an embedded audio, then this fallback text will be displayed right in the book to tell the reader that this particular device cannot support audio. So you can change this. This is the default that Amazon provides, so that's why I've provided this. Now you can change it to whatever you want. And also here I've made this an option called show player controls. Now this is mandatory from Amazon Kindle's point of view, or I should say Amazon KDP. So you must always have this checked on, but anyway, I've given the option if you want to check it off. Maybe some of the devices like the the iPad, or the Barnes & Noble, the Kobo, or some other device might be able to support playing the audio without players, but for Kindle KDP this is a requirement. Okay, and that's it. We click OK, and what will happen is you'll get this little green icon. Okay, so this little green icon will appear. Now you can, if you want to edit this, all you need to do is basically click on this. Alright, so you click on it to select it, and then you go up to the media, and then you say edit media. Okay, so you get your media coming back. You can make some changes here, and you can click save. Okay, so that's how you add audio. Now video, it's exactly the same thing. I'm just going to create chapter 2, and I'm going to say video. Alright, and in chapter 2, once again I'm just going to quickly format this heading, and then I'm going to say this is an example of embedding video. And once again I'm just going to go ahead and format. Now for some reason, I'm not sure why, but this styling gets kind of it gets carried over to the text below. But anyway, that's something that I might need to fix later on. Okay, so here we go. We're going to embed a video right here. So once again we say media embed or insert video, and now this is a slightly bigger dialog box. Okay, and what we have here is a title, so I'm just going to say hot air balloons, because that's what the video is all about. And once again here we need to select an MP4 file. Okay, no other format is supported by Kindle, and even if it is, I highly recommend MP4. It's a really good format that if somebody's reading your book in any other reader, MP4 is the standard, and that's what we recommend. Okay, so always render your file as an MP4, not a AVI or any other format. It's got to be MP4. Okay. Alright, now once again we need to supply the duration. Okay, and you can if you load your MP4 into Windows Media Player or any other player, you'll be able to know the duration of the file. Now the poster file, okay, is an image that will be shown in the blank area where the video is. Okay, and that is because when the video is not playing, you don't want to see a black rectangular box, right? So you want to see some kind of image on top, and that's called a poster file. Okay, so this should be a JPEG file, and I happen to have one here, so we'll click on balloon JPEG. Now the width and height, you can supply any width and height. I'm just gonna say something like 600 by 400 or something like this, but obviously it will depend on the size of your video, but it will actually render your video depending on these dimensions. So in order to keep the optimum size and quality, I would actually create a video of 600 by 400 and not size it with by settings. So you can't, sometimes you might have a video which is 1200 by something, and then you say, oh, I want to squish it down to 600 by 400. Well, for one, you're wasting valuable space, yeah, because your video is going to be quite large, and your ebook is going to become large, so it doesn't make any sense, right? So what you want to do is you want to actually make the video exactly the size that you want it to appear in the book, and then you set the width and height accordingly. Once again, I've made these an option, but show video play controls is mandatory in the Kindle KDP books. Autoplay video is an option here. You can turn it on or off. I normally don't have this on. And then once again we have the fallback text here. Okay, so you can type whatever you want in the fallback text. And then for the devices that can't handle embedded video, I'm also giving you a link, right? So you can supply a link to a video. So for example, you can link to a YouTube video or something like that. So if the device cannot play, then it'll show up, this link can show up, yeah, and this is an optional link, so you can type in a link if you want, or you can keep, you don't have to. For this purpose, I'm not going to put any link here, and I'm going to click OK. Alright, so once again you see a little video, a little red video icon that basically specifies that we have a video embedded here, and a green icon with the little speaker symbol indicates that we have a audio. And that's basically it. That's all you have to do. to embed audio and video. And there's one more thing I want to show you which is really powerful. Is, let's say for example you have, let's say I'm gonna embed a few more video audios, right? So here I'm gonna embed another video in here. I'm just gonna call it test 1 2 3, and I'm gonna actually choose the same balloon file. I'm gonna just type, just entering some it's duplicating, but that's okay. That's the intent here, right? So I've got one here, and then on this page I'm going to embed another audio. Okay, so test audio 2. I'm going to select my MP3 file. Once again, it's the same. We'll click OK. Alright, so if you might have a book with a chapter or section with several videos, and you don't know which one is which, and you want a very convenient and easy way to manage your audio and video, then I have a feature for you which you're going to enjoy. So basically what you want to do is you want to go to media, and then you say manage media. Yeah, so this dialog pops up, and this dialog is basically showing you all the audio and video tags or embedded audio and video tags which are basically on in this chapter or section. So here is a very convenient place for you to kind of do your mass editing. So what you can do is you can actually locate on your if you want to locate any one of these audio or video, all you need to do is basically click on the item, and you can click locate, and what it's going to do is it's actually going to locate it. So if I go like this and I say locate, then it locates it. Yeah, now if you want to do this automatically, then you just click this auto locate checkbox, and now every time I do this, it's going to automatically locate your icon. Okay, now the other thing you can do is you can edit this. So instead of editing it from here, you can do, but here's a convenient way to edit it. So basically you can double click on the item and you go right into the edit, or you can select the item and you can click the edit button here. Okay, so I've given you some convenient features, and obviously you can actually even delete. So if you want to delete this particular audio, you can just select it. Let's say for example here, oops, I want to delete this, so I select it and I click delete. It's going to ask me, are you sure? I say yes. It's deleted and it's gone. Okay, now you can even delete from here. So let me close this, and I'm going to scroll down to this icon. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go to media, and I'm going to say delete media. So it's going to say, are you sure? I'll click OK, and it's gone. Now, if one thing that you really need to understand and be careful is that you should never just highlight and press the delete key. If you do that, you're going to have an orphan reference, right? In here, right? If you look at this is an item. This is an object in memory, okay, and it's linked to this image. So the right way to delete an embedded audio video is to select and actually use these options of delete or delete here, right? And if you do that, then I can clean up properly. If you just go ahead and delete this, then you're going to have this thing in memory sitting there forever, right? And you will never be able to delete this. Okay, so once again, don't just delete the icon by hitting the delete button. Not a good idea, because they are kind of linked. Unfortunately, this particular editor won't allow me to protect this image, so you can't delete it. But anyway, that's something that may happen in the future, because it is a third-party component and it's not something that I wrote. Okay, so having said that, we're already at almost 16 minutes. I think that's enough. So just like everything else, you can embed your audio and video, then you can go to export, you can make a MOBI file, or you can create an EPUB file, and then you can test it out. Now, finally, let me say this. As of recording this video, I've been talking to Amazon KDP, and they've told me very clearly that small-time publishers like me and you cannot, even though you create a book like this audio or video will never ever show up playable in the ebook. You're only going to get a message which is the fallback text, which says that this device does not support audio or video. Okay, so I just want you to know that Amazon KDP, for small publishers, not for large publishers, for small publishers like me and you, even if you create an enhanced Kindle ebook with audio or video, your book is not going to show the audio or video. Now, having said that, if you create the same book and you publish it on iBook Store or Barnes & Noble, I found that the audio and video works. Okay, so it's just a matter of time before Kindle will support this. Okay, and they've told me very clearly that it's not a technology thing, it's really to do with their terms and agreements, and they're just trying to logistically sort that out so they can enforce those terms and conditions within the audio or video, because obviously those things are not text-based. They're it's a media, so they need to have a way of making sure that your media complies to their terms and agreements, right? So I can understand where they're coming from. Now, if you're a really large publisher on Amazon, and if you go on Amazon right now and you type in Amazon Enhanced Kindle Edition with audio and video, you're going to see a lot of titles there. Okay, a lot of titles. But those are from large publishers, so they work with these large publishers, and they're able to allow their books to have the audio and video. And because we're small timers, we'll just have to wait. Okay, but anyway, the good news is that the Ultimate eBook Creator does support audio and video, and it is available if you create your book for the iBook Store or Barnes & Noble or any other platform. Then you should be able to see the audio and video. And I've actually tested this on an an iPad, and it works fantastic. Everything shows up and it works really well. So there you have it. Okay, I'm almost at 20 minutes. I'm gonna stop, but that's the audio and video support, and we'll see you in the next one.